Hey, Room 214. I'm so happy to see you guys again. We are back at it for at home learning, and we're in the month of May. Now, I know some of the packages in the mail have been delayed. So, if you haven't got or received your next packet, that is okay. Don't worry about it at all because once you do get it, you'll see what I mean. It's actually paced really well, where there's only a little bit to do each day. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what letter should be with your packet. Now, teachers weren't given a hard copy, so I'm only looking at this on my computer. But they said that all of you are going to get this letter. So the letter looks like this. It says, "Greetings, family." And then it has English language arts, and it tells you a schedule. And if you look what it says. Tuesday, May 5th. That is today. We are going to follow this exact pacing guide for reading and for writing and grammar. So if I were you, you could stick this on your fridge, hang it up in your room. We're going to be working through one of these each and every day. And like I said, it's not super long. So if for some reason you don't get your packet today and maybe it comes tomorrow, no worries. Just stick with me on day 2 and we'll just keep moving along. So you guys are going to be great at this. Seriously, you guys are going to rock this. I'm actually really excited to pace this with you. So today is Tuesday, May 5th, and we are going to do iReady Reading Section 1, Lesson 1. Okay, so I want to show you where that is in your packet. So it's going to look like this, and I'm pulling it up. This is how you know you're on the reading. I've been looking at it all day. iReady Grade 3 Reading, and it's the packet 2, because we've already done one of these iReadies before. This is packet 2. So if you look what it says. Lesson 1 right here. And look back at the parent letter, what I was talking about. I'm going to move this down. Section 1, Lesson 1. And this is it. It's Lesson 1. So it's only one page. So let's go ahead and let's look at this first lesson together. I'm excited for this. So flip, flip, flip if your story is all bundled together. And this is our first lesson, and also it's the first section, Section 1. Even though it says Lesson 10, we're following the table of contents. So today, our teaching point is going to be all about irregular verbs. So what I've done is I actually have a brain pop ready for us to watch together to review what irregular verbs are. Now, if you remember what an irregular verb is, that is awesome. You actually learned this in 2nd grade, and we reviewed a lot of it in 3rd grade. But remember, it's all about the tense of the verb, the past or the present, but what happens is the spelling changes. You can't just put an ED on it. Like, let's look at this example. Sometimes I make my own lunch. Yesterday, I maked a sandwich. So you wouldn't do an ED. You actually have to change the entire spelling of the word into the word made. So that's an irregular past tense verb. And there's a bunch of examples here to look at some irregular verbs. So I want to go ahead, I'm going to pull up this brain pop so that you can watch it with me this morning.
Cool spaceship, Moby. You wrote a story about the future? In the future, everyone traveled in space shuttles. People and robots lives on Mars and had eaten a lot of candy. Aliens will helps everyone with our homework. Moby, your tenses are all mixed up. Well, tense is how verbs show time. You know, like past, present, and future tenses? How do you use present tense? The present tense shows what's happening now. Let's see, what is everyone doing right now? He washes the dog. She talks on the phone for hours. I write in my notebook. And you spray water all over Mia. For the pronouns he and she, you add es or s to the end of a verb to show present tense. But for the pronouns I and you don't add es or s. For the pronouns they and we, you don't add es or s either. They get wet. We love Senior Maurice. These sentences are about the present, but sometimes I like to write about the past. How do you use the past tense? When you write about stuff that's already happened, you use the past tense. The brave knight walked to the dragon's cave. I added ed to the end of the verb to show past tense. He rode the dragon to a land far, far away. Rode is the past tense of ride. We definitely don't say he rided the dragon to a land far, far away. I guess it's an irregular verb and doesn't exactly follow the rules. Hide.
Okay, did you catch that? Did you see how you can't do the ride and righted? It changes to rode. Look at all these examples here they're going to give you. Hide, you wouldn't say hided. You would say I hid. Take, taked, you would say took. So look at all these examples. This is very important.
Take, give, go, and is are all pretty different than their past tenses.
Check out these. Go, went. Totally different. Is, was. Oh my goodness.
I guess there are a lot of irregular verbs, like eat and ate, grow and grew, run and ran. But I don't always write about the past either.
Okay, so they're really giving you, the next part of this video is about future. We're not going to look at future right now. We're just reviewing the past versus the present. So I want to go back to the work that we started about our first lesson today. So they gave you a bunch of examples here about what you can use for irregular verbs. But we're going to do this guided practice together, and we're going to write the correct form of the verb that correctly completes each sentence. All right, so let's look at this first question. I have always blank each day with a healthy breakfast. I always plug it in to test myself. I have always begun each day with a healthy breakfast. I have always began each day with a healthy breakfast. I have always begin each day with a healthy breakfast. So I want you to look for a second, and this is a good clue right here, because present is begin, past is began, which would be this one, but past with a has, have, or had. And what do you know? Look, there is a have right here. So we cannot use began. That would be incorrect. We have to use begun. I have always begun each day. I think I can fit it in there. Yep, B-E-G-U-N. I have always begun. You can write it in there, or you can just give it a highlight or a circle, So pick whatever is best for you. I have always begun each day with a healthy breakfast. Let's try this one. Yesterday, Mom given me a bowl of oatmeal with fruit. Yesterday, Mom give me a bowl of oatmeal with fruit. Or yesterday, Mom gave me a bowl of oatmeal with fruit. You should have picked gave. She gave me a bowl of oatmeal with fruit. Okay? And 2 more to go. My dad made yummy banana bread. Or my dad has made, I almost made a mistake. My dad has made yummy banana bread. My dad has maked yummy banana bread. My dad has make yummy banana bread. So we have has, and just a reminder so that you can look right here. Here's make, present, past is made. And if you have has, have, or had, look, it stays made. So the only choice you could have picked is made. My dad has made yummy banana bread. and I'll highlight that. Last one together. Grandma had not eaten yet, so she had some too. Grandma had not eat yet, so she had some too. Grandma had not ate yet, so she had some too. So we can look at eat. I don't know if it is there. Eat, ate, but if it has a has or have or a had, look what it is. It's eaten. And sure enough, it has a had, so it's got to be eaten right there. Now, boys and girls, what you have is you have this page all by yourself today. So you have 5 to do, and that is it for reading. I told you guys this is short and sweet. Tomorrow, we're going to do this next part. So don't go on because we'll do that tomorrow. So all you have are these 5 quick questions here, okay? Nicely done. Now, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to flip to our next part because if you remember from our table of contents right here, we just finished this right here. I'm going to cross it out so that you guys can see. We just did section 1 reading, but guess what? Now we have to do iReady writing and language. So we have to do this language part right here, and then we're done with ELA. So the language today is a pretty short and sweet one. And if you look at it, just so you know, it says writing and language. And if you go to the first, we're doing entry 1, part 1. That's it. It's on page 7. So let's flip to page 7. And here it is. I found it. It's called a journal entry. This week, your family has assigned different household chores to everyone. Your chore is to do the laundry. So all the folding clothes, you got to wash them, dry them. Something goes madly wrong. Madly. Oh, that means it's terrible. Right, what happens? So you're doing a make-believe up story. So pretend that you are doing the laundry. So the washing machine, the drying machine, you're in charge. Something goes madly wrong. Right, what happens? So you can start your story. One day, I was doing the laundry, and then all of a sudden, what happened? So you're going to do this journal entry. It's not super long. Look, there's just a little bit right here. But you want to think about, I love this thinking question. When I did the laundry, what happened? Now, something has to go wrong because it told me. Something goes madly wrong. So what could possibly go wrong? Now, I think about what could go terrible for the washing machine is somehow the water gets out. Because right now the water stays in the washing machine. What would happen if that water just exploded everywhere? Oh my goodness, this is making me nervous. What about all the soap? Because you need soap to clean your clothes, right? Could something happen with all the soap? I want you guys to get creative with this. I cannot wait to see your story and your five questions for irregular verbs. Good luck, boys and girls. You guys are going to rock this. And remember, when you finish this, you can take this paper and you can cross off day 1. Yes, we just finished the first day. And then tomorrow we're going to do day 2. Bye, everybody.